Hey, everybody. I am just stopping by to say hello, and I'm realizing that well, there's crazy things happening in the world, and I want fire because I know a lot of you are on the same page as me. And I want to say that I've kind of been in I've been in a weird spot lately, which a lot of you kind of already have heard me vent about a lot of this stuff. And but I've been kind of coming full circle to a lot of the things that I've been um, going through lately. And I felt like I needed to take a break for a minute. Hey Becky, what's going on? I see that you just popped in here, so it's nice to see you. um, so I'm going to be talking about the Jab-aruski and how dumb people are. I probably shouldn't be so rude and arrogant about it, but to be honest with you, it's hard for me to not, um, be honest about how I feel. Let's see if I can. I'm at a stop sign. There's a big old semi truck about to hit me. So, so bear with me a second as I go through the stop sign. All right, cool. So, yeah, today is an interesting day for me because there's a bunch of rumors going around at my work that they're going to let go of a bunch of people. And they're starting today. I heard like 20% of the employees across the board. I've heard a lot of people that are in my position are going to be laid off. And I still don't know what my fate is yet. So, and I heard today is the start of it today. So, but honestly, I don't really know for sure. Um, yeah, there's under a spell. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about as far as the spiritual side of things. But I'll just tell you real quick. So, like at my job, and I have a close friend of mine that he read me a letter from his CEO of the company that he works for, that they strongly recommend getting their vax or their vax Jab-aruski. um, so the thing is, a lot of people showed a lot of hesitance in the beginning, and their hesitance was because they didn't know what to think of it, and they heard a lot of negative about it. But now that so many people are getting it and they're not getting sick or whatever right away, they're like all gung ho about it now. So it's really kind of sad when you realize, that this whole the pandemic or epidemic or whatever that's happening, it's actually only in the brain of people that actually feel like they have to do this in order to be safe. And that's the whole narrative that's being pushed all the time is, oh no, we're not going to be safe unless we trust the government. And so I'm starting to think like a lot of these people that are just like all gung ho about, and they're, like when they say, oh yeah, I got my second shot the other day, and I'm just so happy that I contributed to society. I can't even talk. I feel like it's so dumb that people are like that, and they contributed to society, and they're saving, all the grandmas out there. That see, the thing that kind of throws me for a loop is there are a lot of people that seem to be healthy still, and it makes me think like, gosh, the fact that people are still healthy on the outside Now, I have heard a lot of people say that, sometimes these jabs don't really manifest issues until later down the road. And I'm talking about like all the jabs out there, not just this experimental one. But I've talked in the past that, maybe a lot of this stuff that's happening is, people are just waiting to feel like society has accepted it. And now that society has embraced it, people are sheep. They're only going to do what other people are doing around them. But they won't do, their own research to figure out if what they're doing is the right decision or not. Now, so my experience and my research, quote unquote, is that there's a lot of people that are, getting these neurological issues. There's people dying. There's there's a lot of other issues like autoimmune diseases. Like your immune system is literally fighting against you. Sometimes those autoimmune systems don't manifest until later down the road. So, what if you go into this freaking, problem where your body starts fighting against itself, like, a year or two down the road? What happens then? So that's kind of been the fear of a lot of people like me. It's like you don't really know what to expect. I know what to expect with our immune system because, when we fight off a disease, we are able to, build up immunity and antibodies and whatnot. So, but the thing that really throws me off with all this is that they've been suppressing information that's true, saying it's misinformation, giving people YouTube strikes. And like I got a YouTube strike for posting information about the truth of, the negative impact of this Jab-aruski. So the part that scares me the most is people just don't realize that is, they're just following sheep. And it really makes me sad. There's so many things. Oh my gosh. I'm just getting to work and there's so many empty spots. Which says to me that there probably was a layoff and people are starting to get taken out. Here, I'm going to park real quick and then I'll keep chatting with you guys. And as many of you know, I'm very shifty and all over the place with my thinking, and hopefully you have patience with me. But anyways, I'm parked now, so I'm going to freaking vent. And also, I see that Sea of Tranquility says make your own ghost spells with Scrabble, Yahtzee, Bingo, and math. Interesting. All right. So true. Just dang sad and stupid. I don't want to make it sound like people are stupid. I'll talk to them at work, and a lot of people are just like they want to hear what I have to say sometimes, but other times they're just like they shut down, and they're just like apprehensive to hear anything about what I'm saying because they think I'm too far out there. It's like why would science and the medical field push us into a direction that isn't for our advantage or in our best interest? I mean, that's a good question. Why would they? Why would they? It has nothing to do with the money or anything or a conflict of interest from the investors. And that, again, I'm not saying it's just money. I think that there's a lot more to this picture. Yeah, shooting up chemicals, what could go wrong? I don't know. I just, I was thinking about, I felt guilty the other day when I was filling up my dog's water. And I thought, I have a Berkey water filter, and I won't even give my dogs purified water. And it made me feel bad. It actually made me feel like, they don't have any choice but to, drink the water that I give them. And but I started actually feeling a little bit convicted because I'm kind of the lord of the house, and I have dogs, I have a cat, I have chickens. It kind of, it's like a slippery slope if I start worrying about that, because then I have to freaking give all my animals purified water, and then people are just like, meh, who cares about the animals? I care about the animals. I feel guilty that they would have to, because I think about how there's freaking chemicals in water to uh, keep it pure, right? But in reality, it's not really pure. There's it's like drinking pool water. It smells like chlorine when it comes out. So it's like you're literally drinking pool water because they don't want it to have like bacteria grow. And I get it. There's a balance. There's a fine line of So, anyways, the bottom line is with chemicals. I think that I'm kind of getting back to the basics in a lot of ways. Like I want to build up my immune system. I want to grow my garden. I want to. I'm about to install some rain gutters and set up these trash cans that basically have water runoff from the house, so that I can start collecting rainwater, mainly because I don't want to freaking spray my garden or my lawn with chlorine either. Yeah. So, anyways, so there's so many things to consider. So this whole freaking jab thing. Uh, Hold on a second. Hey, Lady Weaver. Just wanted to say hi. I'm listening here in the background. Whilst nursing Littlein. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're nursing a Littlein. So cute. I love my Littlins. My little. Sometimes I call them shitlins. My little shitlins. No, I don't mean to put my kids in that kind of tie. I don't really call them that. I just am joking around. But anyways, freaking love my kids. So yeah, Lady Weaver, love your kids so much. Give them a big hug from me. But so yeah, Becky, have a blessed day. See you soon. Love to you and yours. Or if you're taking off, have a good one. So yeah, basically, so the reason I feel this is necessary to put this out there, this VAX Jab-aruski, a lot of people are starting to get all like, oh, people are healthy, and maybe it won't be so bad if I try it. And, I was talking to a bunch of people that were saying the same thing, and I'm thinking like, no, you need to do some research before you do that. And some people were asking for advice from like on Facebook. Should I get the Jab-aruski? And obviously they're not saying that. I'm just trying to use terminology to dodge the algorithm, which is funny because YouTube just recently did something weird to my channel. I didn't even know what was happening. I lost like 15 subscribers within a few days. And then all of a sudden they just came back. Like normally I don't just get a spike in subs, just for no reason, especially when I'm not making videos. Now, when I do make videos, sometimes I'll lose some subscribers because people don't like to hear what I have to say. And I do have a mixed bag of people. So like if I'm talking about this Jab-aruski, some people might get offended. Wait, I got my jab and I'm fine. So this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And but here's the deal. I freaking, for those of you who haven't done your research, they are suppressing this information from getting out. You have to let that be a red flag to you. it's a red flag that they're suppressing information as far as like getting the truth out there. Why? What are they hiding? Is my question. Why in the world do they need to just interfere with? And I know that we're talking about private companies that are social media or whatever. And honestly, I know that the freaking government is in cahoots with the freaking social media, so they can't masquerade like they're just a private company. They're trying to do now. A lot of the states in the U.S. here, they're starting to implement regulations on. I'm so glad that we are still independent states around here. Not to mention, I'm going to shout out to my governor, the governor that I was so irritated with for so long over in Idaho. He mandated face coverings, and I actually was so irritated that he jumped on that bandwagon. But now he's saying that the Jab passport that they're coming up with. I just saw a little thing that was saying that our governor banned it, so he's not going to allow it, which is like legit. I'm freaking so happy that my governor realizes that that's freaking medical tyranny, and it's crazy that so many people don't even realize that. So, anyways, I just want to do a shout out for my side business here. Let's see if I can find it. That's my little logo. I'm about to get laid off today. Hopefully, well, I don't know if I get laid off or not, but it looks like the parking lot's pretty empty, and I kind of wonder if people got walked today. And but if I do, I'm already getting my ducks in a row. I have about $500 in my business account, and I'm getting ready for that to be my little cushion so that I can start generating leads. And leads actually cost me money, probably about $15 to $20 each. But I'm feeling a lot more accepting of my fate with this whole thing. But if you guys can say a prayer for me and my wife, because my wife is very worried about us, financially being sustainable with my side business being like a full-blown business. And I just want her to be able to trust where God's leading us. And so anyways, I mean, how's everybody doing? Lady Weaver, I emailed you, by the way, if you haven't gotten it. I just felt like I've been feeling like I wanted to play some more music again. I haven't really been playing as much, and gosh, it's been months since I even picked up my guitar. My two boys love it when I play. It's dumb that I don't play more, but it's really just being responsible and having kids and taking care of them and stuff. And I just want to, I want to freaking do a cover song of one of the songs that you're doing, or one of your originals. And it kind of sticks in my head sometimes. I just need the lyrics to stick in my head. And I'm gonna have to go figure out the guitar portion of it. I know that there's I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward, but yeah. So yeah, check your email. So anyways, yeah, anybody, if you haven't heard of Lady Weaver's or heard any of Lady Weaver's music, I think it's really good. So I really appreciate your songwriting ability. I've written some songs, but I don't think that they're as good as yours. So anyways, that's just my personal opinion. So yeah, anyways, so yeah, getting back to does anybody here think about, or what's going on in your area as far as, do you have a lot more people, talking about like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and get that Jab-aruski, because everybody else is doing it, and it seems safe to me. I've talked to a lot of people at work that are just like, heck yeah, I'm getting it. My husband got it and he's fine. Or my, you know, my coworker just got it and they were fine. I've actually heard a few people locally, in this company I work for, that have gotten it and actually had to stay home sick because they felt sick afterwards. But again, I mean, they're not dead, so I guess that's a good thing. But is anybody around you that has gotten this jab? Did they get sick, or did they get, did anyone die? I mean, I want to know more about what's happening in other people's situation. Yeah, Lady Weaver. So, anyways, yeah, I just wanted to know what other people are going through with the people around them. I'm just happy that my wife is on board with me about this vax thing. I'm just concerned that, with this passport thing. And if anybody's not aware of the VAX Passport, that basically it's like an app that they already are in the process of rolling out, and basically people are going to have to show on their phone or something that they've been up to date on their inoculations. So if they're not up to date, then what does that mean? It means that we can't, travel. We can't. I mean, I don't really know to what extreme they're going to go with this. It seems to me like they're going to say you can't buy a store, or you can't go to concerts. You can't. I mean, you can't go to baseball games. You know how they're talking about the Georgia is talking about, like, or actually it was the Major League Baseball that decided that they're going to ban the state of Georgia because of the law that they just came up with. No, that's in regards to the voting. I'm actually my bigger concern is that sports is like so on board with this whole jab passport, which kind of leads me to think that the whole sports, concept is to control people's minds. So many people are like, yeah, go team, go whatever team you love, and it's on one hand it's creates that competitive spirit, which is a good thing in some ways, but at the same time it's like it's literal mind control when you really look at the roots of it. Because for me, I was in bondage to liking football, which is so dumb now that I look at it. Like, I literally quit my job because I was afraid I would miss a game. It sounds like, literal, like, stupidity, but I actually feel like this whole, the whole thing about sports is, now that they have so many people hooked in with, trying to support their team or whatever, I actually, I feel like, they're going to be a lot more influential with the VAX Passport, which is, and I just saw a post on Facebook too, where this country just within 9 days, I think, vaccinated 500,000 people. 500,000 people. Scary stuff. So Lady Weaver says, I know quite a few that got the vaccine. Crap, I just said the word. I feel like their personalities changed a bit. Yeah, that's right. You were telling me that. Yeah. It was the lady that was like in your church, one of the leaders in your church, right? They're rolling out the CV pass over here too. Yeah, so I'm very grateful that our governor has banned the rollout here in Idaho. And see, the thing about the governors of states, they have a lot more power than even the federal government. So like the president really has no say in what's happening to Idaho. They're really just trying to get people to, um, I guess the federal government can implement laws and stuff, but I think in a lot of ways the states actually trump the laws of the federal laws. So anyways, out here. Okay. Hey, Joe, what's up, man? It's nice to see you, brother. I noticed that you posted a couple videos on your channel about chemtrails, and I think that's what you're pointing at. It's freaking freaking barium and aluminum being sprayed out into the atmosphere. Believe it or not, all this stuff ties into global warming. As weird as that might sound, because the global warming actually is becoming more of a predominant thing about controlling people. So all these things are trying to legislate are trying to, force people into a control state. Anyways, I'm hoping. I know that you guys are like kind of on the same page as me for the most part. But if you're not, please speak up and tell me why you feel like this whole CV-19 thing is to be like so feared. Man, I was talking to a friend of mine that I haven't talked to in like over a year. I saw they posted on Facebook and it looks like they're out and I thought, that's pretty cool that they're out, and I wonder how they're doing. So I messaged them on Facebook, and the wife got back to me because I'm friends with the wife and the husband, specifically the husband, because we play music together and whatever. It's been a while, and but she said they're doing good, and I'm like, how you been lately? And she's like, well, we've been hiding out, just wearing face masks, trying to avoid the CV-19. And I'm thinking, really? That stuff is so last year, but it's silly to me that people are so afraid. But she works in the school system, which kind of makes me think that a lot of the people that are in the school system are freaking manipulated and controlled. So it's crazy to me, y'all. Anyways, Mikeseymour, it's crazy to see you over here, man. Hey, yo, Charlie, everyone around me is asking when I'm getting it. People expect for their old normal backup. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going blind. I can hardly read here. People expect for their old normal back once. Oh yeah, everyone is vaxxed and truly believe it. Oh, that's exactly what this one dude was saying to me. He was one of the supervisors over at my job. He's like, hey, guess what? I'm getting a vax. And I'm like, what? Why would you do that? And he's like, well, I'm just tired of wearing this damn face mask. So, I mean, I might as well get it because then the chances of me getting that face mask taken off is better. I'm like, do you realize that they're going to keep making you wear that after you get freaking jabbed? And He's like, well, that's stupid. He's like, I'll probably just take it off and tell him I can't wear it anymore. I'm like, really? You think our company is gonna let you just like come to work without the mask? Hell no. Um, you're in Illinois though, where they are pushing it hard. Yeah, probably like Chicago area. Are you in Chicago? Um, talking about the VAX Passport soon. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Um, so my governor over in Idaho freaking decided that he's going to ban it. So I'm like, I even signed a waiver saying I wanted to freaking, remove him from office because he was talking about forcing lockdowns and forcing face masks and things like that. And I'm like, this guy is like so gung ho about, all this freaking BS. And I don't know if I can trust him anymore because, it doesn't seem like he has our best interest in mind. People don't realize the implications on the economy with what's happening when you lock down. So I believe it or not, I just recently bought $1,000 in silver because I wanted to, have a backup just in case the dollar crashed or whatever. I don't even know. I mean, there's so many things that you got to freaking, establish your portfolio or diversify your portfolio. I don't think that, I mean, I have a little bit of value in my house and I have a little bit of value in certain assets, but I just thought that I just think that there's so much instability with what's happening, and really the thing that people isn't talking about very much, and that's the economic state of everything right now. They're stimulating the economy like crazy, dumping money into the. Well, I appreciate that they gave me and my family extra money, and we're able to buy a few things here and there, but I legit feel like the crash of the dollar is coming. And so I thought, okay, what better to, have a little stability than to, not put all my money in the dollar. So I'm just throwing that out there in case anybody's wondering. It seems like the cost of silver is trending up a little bit. It looked like it was kind of, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's kind of on an upward trend right now. And I guess it doesn't matter too much. It could go down again tomorrow. It could go up. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I'm looking at I'm just anticipating the crash of the dollar. Um, so yeah, you're in northern Illinois. Whoops. Um, we're so beat down by all of this in the state of Washington. Oh man, Washington's got to be one of the worst, or Oregon. California, all of the Pacific states are freaking getting hammered by all that crap. I'm lucky to be in a red state in the sense that and the thing is, this is not a red and blue issue or a right and left issue because even Republicans or conservative people are gung ho about this whole BS movement about SARS-CoV-2, and it's crazy to me. And again, I know I'm preaching to the choir with all you guys. Um, seems like people are going to be getting about 2 jabs a year. See, that's the thing that they didn't tell us in the beginning, right? It's clear to me that they misled us because they freaking said that, oh yeah, we're gonna come up with this thing and it's gonna be one and done thing. Oh wait, maybe we need to have a booster shot because that booster will seal the deal. And then now they're saying, no, I'm sorry, it could be a seasonal thing, kind of like the flu shot, And again, I don't know. I mean, maybe a lot of this stuff is unforeseen, but I am concerned. By the way, if anybody doesn't know who Mikeseymour is, he's come out with a couple documentaries that I thought were really informative. And if you haven't gone to his channel, check it out. I think you have a backup channel too. But you were shouted out by Shaking My Head Productions. I think that one of or a few of his videos had your content, which is pretty awesome. But anyways, so Mike is an example of somebody that's just willing to get out there and do something. I remember when Mike had like 0 subscribers, and just like that overnight, I think you have like over 1,000 now. So, I mean, just putting information out there is key. You guys got to do it. So I'm trying to inspire you. That's why I have my channel. So if you guys aren't inspired yet, just freaking, all you got to do is put your mug on YouTube like I do. I don't know. You don't have to do YouTube videos. You can go out and just talk to people. But I feel like the more people that get out there and share their knowledge, the better. Because, we're kind of losing this battle in some ways. Because it seems like people are freaking zombies and they're sheep. They're just going to do whatever the consensus view is telling them. So let's shift the consensus to our favor. I think that we have more to offer. Let's not wait for the freaking Trump social media website where we can just start having an echo chamber over there. Anyways, let's see here. Let me finish reading this. About 2 jabs, so slowly turn them into zombies. Yeah, I know, man. Remove emotions, rational thought. Not sure what to think of it all. You know what? The stupid thing about this is they've preconditioned us to the zombie thing, and not just the zombie thing, but the pandemic thing, because they talk a lot about it in movies. How it really just screws up people's minds. Anyways, yeah, they're setting an economic collapse, 100%. You should be getting out of the dollar. Yeah, I want to get into crypto or whatever, but I just don't know enough about it, and I'm kind of apprehensive to just go and dump a bunch of money into something I'm not sure about. So yeah, being diversified is important, I think. That's how you know it's fake. Both sides agree on it. Exactly. Oh wow, yeah, Dale, welcome, man. I'm glad you made it live. This time I'm actually sticking around for a few minutes, so it's been a while since I've really had a solid stream here. Because I kind of come on for like 10, 20, 30 minutes and I just jump off. But again, this is a topic that people can relate with a lot. Yep, zombie apocalypse. If you guys haven't looked it up, CDC put out about the zombie apocalypse and how to avoid getting caught up in the, I don't know, stupid. So yeah, that's the thing, is it's probably preconditioning our minds to what to expect when people start turning into zombies. As crazy as that sounds, but I don't know. What happened to all the 401k? I don't know what you're talking about. I invest in 401k through my work. I only have $13,000 in there. And I don't know. I could probably move those funds over to like Fidelity or something and invest, but I don't know. Yeah, Mike, anytime, man. It's nice seeing you over here. I really appreciate you stopping by. I try to talk, most don't want to listen. You know what? It's, you know, be quick to listen and slow to speak. No, I'm just kidding. I say that, I mean, there is truth to that, but I think that people should start speaking up because, people depend on other people to do the work. And I think that it's come to that time. Consider the parable of the talents. We let's just say that we're given talents, or we're given some sort of ideology, we'll just say, because really that's, I think, what Jesus is talking about in the parable. We are given a certain like type of information that we should go spread to the world, talking about going and spreading, sharing the good news to everybody. Now, the thing is, I think that people, uh, you know, forget that they actually have to do something about it. And, Jesus was saying, you're going to bury your talents if you don't do anything. So don't forget to be doing stuff. Um, let's see. Uh, Prions disease. What is that? Is that what it is when you uh, are stupid and become a zombie? Anyways, CRISPR tech in the gym. I don't know what that is either. Um, yeah, I'm pretty skeptical of crypto, but seems like we got to get away from the dollar. Silver is good. Some cash stashed at your own house is a good idea. Banks could limit daily withdrawals. Yeah, you know what I was considering? Because the house values over here in Idaho are really good. Oh my gosh. Freaking Joey Rocha. It's been a while, man. I wonder if you're, yeah, tell me what you've been up to. It's been a little bit. Um, so yeah, as far as investing, I'm not like any sort of authority on it. I'm just thinking that people should um, consider their options, and really we just don't have um, stability with the way things are looking nowadays. The dollar is what keeps us safe. That freaking, I know you're lying. You're lying. Enter the Stars put up a quick video yesterday about the movie The Invasion in 2007. Seems relevant to what is going on through. People were forced jabbed to the point where they were literal zombies. Yeah, there's a lot of movies that seem to precondition us to what's happening, and like freaking Soylent Green. I think that there's a lot going on with that nowadays because Bill Gates freaking fake meat that they're going to start making. Uh, and that's why Bill Gates is doing all the property buy up of farmland. Oh, so, forgive me, I lost track of my thought about. So my house value over here in Idaho has skyrocketed because everybody's trying to get out of California, and really all the liberal states on the Pacific. And so we're inland, probably like 500 miles or something, 400 miles. And so, like, I live in a valley that has about 750,000, about 750,000 people. And the house values have really skyrocketed. I feel like maybe there might have been 300,000 people in the valley when I first moved here. So back in I don't know, 6 years ago, I got my house for like 125. I think the value has skyrocketed to about between 350 and 400,000. I just don't know. There's houses that are literally selling for way more than market value because of bidding wars and whatever. Everybody wants to freaking move up here. Um, Now, what I considered is maybe selling my house and cashing out, and maybe buying like a gigantic freaking RV and living in it, like a really nice one. And then whatever money that I have left, putting as either a down payment or maybe buying like a short sale or like some sort of um, like there's a lot of people that might be defaulting on their houses, and they end up like having auctions. And I thought that would be a cool idea to maybe get a nice RV. Anyways, I don't know how that would work out, but prions is like mad cow disease in humans. Destroys the brain and nervous system, almost always results in death. Ingredients in the vax can cause it. Really? That's crazy. I'm not lying. We need the dollar. Crypto is a trick. And I'm not going to say that you should go freaking drop the dollar and invest in crypto. I think that as of right now, the dollar is seeming stable, but just remember the freaking the economy has really just like it's on life support because of what's happening with you know, I look at it like monopoly money because you're literally like dumping money into the economy in hopes that it'll recover. And people don't realize that we're just going into national debt like that's beyond our ability to pay it back. There's just no way. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where they're going to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. We have created all this debt. Now we know that you can't pay it back. So we're just going to go ahead and sell a bunch of your land in China, and that's the only way that we could recover or pay back the debt." Which, anyways, that's just my assumption. I don't really know if that's true, but I definitely don't want to. I want to move to Maui in the sense that it's a nice place, but the government in Hawaii is freaking BS as far as I can tell with how they're handling this this whole pandemic. Granted, I'm sure it's beautiful there, and I think it'd be cool hanging out with you one of these days. Joey, could be true, but the 9 trillion recently printed is going to create massive inflation and tax increases. Exactly. The dollar is losing fast. Unless you're very wealthy, it's going to be a tough grind. The economy is the best it's ever been since inception of America. Okay, Joey, I just, that I don't think that that's stated from a true fact. I think that you're maybe guessing on that. I have about 20 minutes, and I'll send you an invite because it's been a while since I talked to you, and it would be cool to have you on. Okay, give me a second. All right, here we go. All right, Joey, I'm posting the comment now, so go ahead and jump on when you get a second. I actually have a short amount of time to talk, but I could talk another 20, 30 minutes maybe. Other than that, I probably need to get going. So I suppose I'll see you in a second. Okay, so Joe says the economy is worse than the Great Deception, the Great Depression right now, but it is the Great Deception. 700K to 800K unemployment. Yeah, everybody's freaking milking unemployment right now. They're getting like, I talked to a guy that just got laid off 2 months ago, and he's like, freaking unemployment is paying out over $700 a week, which is better than what I get. All right, I see Joey's just showing up here. Hang on. Shut your freaking face.
What's up, brother?
Save the dollar.
So
where you been, man? You dropped out of my life after you decided to ruffle too many YouTube feathers.
No, I was just doing some exploration, doing more proof that volcanoes are a hoax. It was epic. There was a lot of stuff going on, so I've been on that journey a lot. Anyways, the reason why it says hashtag save the dollar, I know it sounds crazy, but just think about it, okay? Hear this out. It'll only take 2 minutes, and then you and everybody else will see that I'm right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we know that climate change is a hoax, right? We know that. Okay, I'm not trying to talk
Yeah.
anybody into it, but you've been hearing for years that from the people who believe in it that climate change is going to devastate the world, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, we know that's a hoax,
Yeah.
but also we've been hearing for years that we're going to run out of oil or that the dollar is going to crash, et cetera, et cetera. But here's a reality. Okay, it's crazy. We all know that America is a company. We know that. Okay,
Yeah.
the
Hold on, Joey.
more
I'm gonna post your channel. So this is your is this your wife's or your sister's channel?
that's my wife, and
Okay.
yes, that's her channel. You can check me out
So
on Joey Rocha. Just go to Joey Rocha, you guys, and you can check me out.
okay, I didn't know if you had a new channel. I haven't even found it yet.
Yeah, my old
So
one got thrown off. They bounced me off YouTube and Facebook, everything. But check this out. Okay,
well,
so
okay.
we all know America's a corporation. So
Yeah.
believe it or not, the whole world relies on the American dollar. So the fact, no matter how much we go into debt, since the whole world relies on the American dollar, we're always going to be good. That's what's always going to hold us together. The more in debt we are, the better off the corporation of America is. So as you noticed, if you look back since 20 or
Slavery.
30 years ago, if you go 20 or 30 years ago, go back in time, you see the deficit of America and you see it growing every single day. Of course, now it's growing even more. And everyone's been saying, oh, the more our debt is, the worse off we are. Eventually, we won't be able to afford it. But in reality, our economy's gotten greater the bigger our deficit grows, because that's actually what a corporation and a business wants. You have the higher your debt, just like, say, for example, Donald Trump, whether you like him or not, doesn't matter. He had so much debt, and that increased his net worth by so much. So in reality, you guys, just so you don't fear the dollar is not going to crash. It never is going to crash. The dollar is fake. Yes, it is, but it's based on the corporation called America. And the corporation called America is in unity with the United Nations. So they're all on the same plan. So if you think China's going to take it over or Russia's going to take it over, they're all on the same plan together. So honestly, just like real estate, people say, oh, it's going to burst, it's going to boom. No, it's not. Now, all real estate, mortgage loans are backed by the government. So you'll never get another bubble. The bubble that we had, it wasn't backed by the government. Now that it is, you'll never have it. So invest in real estate, invest in the dollar, and don't be afraid of the economy collapsing, because that's impossible. The only thing that could destroy us is a war. The currency will never destroy us. And people say, yeah, but a dollar is not worth as much as it used to be a long time ago. Actually, the opposite is true. A dollar stretches further now than it ever used to, and that's a fact. I can't hear you. Did I kick you off your own show? I'm sorry about that, brother. Let me log out and log back on.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sorry, guys. When I get phone calls, it freaking jacks up my mic. So if you can hear me now, let me know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sorry, Joey, I lost you because okay, good. I had to log out of my stream and log back in because whenever you have Eric, I'm glad you're here, man. Uh, it's just been a little bit since I've seen you. Good, it seems like everybody can hear me now. Yeah, Joey, if you want to pop back in, you can, man. Keep singing. All right. Strangers in the night. It's unforgettable, strangers in the night. I don't know why I thought of that song, but anyways. So yeah, I feel pretty good today in light of what might happen to me, my fate at work. Man, I'm kind of looking at the pros and cons, and there's a lot more pros to getting laid off today than to not get laid off. So yes, you have been very busy lately. You it seems like you have an email list, you have a podcast, you have a show that you're doing every day. It's like, what the heck, man? I can't even keep up with your show. You have so much going on. Anyways, if anybody wants to pop in, oh, you got laid off. Are you on unemployment right now? I feel like you said that on one of the last shows that I saw. I was watching the thing that you did with the Scientology thing. I remember, I thought that was pretty weird, crazy that you brought somebody on, but they freaking were like beating around the bush and they wouldn't talk to you in great depth. They suspected that you weren't serious about Scientology, so you would have already done your due diligence if once you got them on the phone. But anyways, yeah, I might have to be on unemployment for a while, or I'll start my business, one of the two. Hey, Mike, if you're there, you're more than welcome to jump on. I haven't talked to you in a little while, so if you don't want to, that's fine. But I just thought I'd say, or Joey, you can come back. Honestly, the thing that Joey was saying, I understand thinking outside of the box, and it seems to me like the way that they're setting things up, it's like there is slavery involved with how the dollar is actually being handled. We are literal slaves to the dollar right now, and it's like not crashing. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it, Eric, as far as coming on. But yeah. So we're kind of slaves to the dollar, and freaking, where you at, Joey? So before I wanted to intervene when Joey was talking, but my phone. I'm talking on my StreamYard through my phone. And whenever I receive a phone call, it cuts into my audio. So that's the reason you guys couldn't hear me. But if I don't hear from Joey in the next 5 minutes or so, I'm probably going to have to wrap up. My wife was calling me a second ago, and I should probably see what she has going on. But anyways, I kind of wanted to just kind of see where you guys are at with the whole vax thing. I already know that, just the way things are going nowadays, it seems like people are just becoming more like zombies. They're just going to be more like sheep. They're going to just do whatever the people around them are doing. They're not going to consider that, that a lot of the illnesses that are coming from the jab is actually going to cause some autoimmune, sicknesses that could be a long-term issue that they have, or they could die down the road. And that's the concern that I'm having, that I want people to keep in mind. And then other than that, I mean, I just want people to be inspired. Be inspired. Freaking Eric from Gypsy Road, he's doing everything that he can to get the word out there. Now, I don't know if you're necessarily obviously you're speaking your mind, you're addressing issues that are controversial, but again, you got to kind of steer clear of the people, or the YouTube people, I guess you could say. You don't want to. I mean, I love that freaking Eric has grown so much over the last year or so. I remember, like, when I came on your show, um, you might have had like 100 or 300 subscribers, but now you have what, like over 10,000 subscribers now. It's crazy. Um, and I think that the reason being is, you're smarter than the algorithm. I'm somebody that's too stubborn to play their game. And then also Mikeseymour, he's another channel that I've seen grow quite a bit, just in a short amount of time, because people are willing to speak out. You just got to speak out, guys. Freaking, tell people what you believe in. And Tim O, how's it going? 13,000. See, and I think you might have passed up Brian Stavely, or he might have 14,000 now. But that's crazy, man. Seems like you guys pretty much have the same followers in a lot of ways, but I think that you're still favorable in the YouTube algorithm, which is good. Because I still appreciate your approach to things. I've been getting into Bigfoot quite a bit lately. I want people to know that. I've been really interested in the anomalies with the whole Bigfoot thing and the government cover-up. I just think it's crazy that people are so so willing to cut. It's not that they're willing. I'm saying that there's such a cover-up with Bigfoot, that I just, a lot of the skeletons and stuff that they found in the past, that the Smithsonian hid, or even this, what do they call it? Like the Neanderthals. What if they were just Bigfoots? You know what I mean? They've always been around. It all depends on how many views you can get. You can have 1 million subscribers. I don't get views. I'm telling you, like, I guess it depends on the topic, but like, YouTube was doing something funky with my channel recently. It seems like I lost like 15 subscribers, and then all of a sudden I had 10 subscribers within like a day. And I don't know what they're doing. And I always get those messages where it sends a link, like just some random channel that has a link on it, and it shows like the time that it stopped in. I think that there's a lot of bots on my channel that are screwing with. They're probably throttling my viewership. But anyways, they still haven't pulled me down. So anyways, well, Joey hasn't come back, and I'm just gonna end on this, because I know that the reason I popped in was to talk about the Jab-aruski, and if anybody hasn't done research, please look into as much as you can. If you haven't been following Del Bigtree and the Highwire, please do it, because they've already been banned from YouTube and Facebook, so and maybe even Twitter. I don't know, but most of their stuff you can find on BitChute, or you can get on their website, highwire.com, I think. And yeah, so if you haven't followed that, I think that you're going to find the most cutting edge stuff on that. that show, The High Wire with Del Bigtree. So again, if you haven't heard of that, then you need to freaking go back to the beginning. Maybe going back to February or March, because they've been talking about this stuff, like cutting edge stuff. It's like everything that I know is pretty much from that show, and I'm not regurgitating everything that they're saying, but sometimes I feel like I just should share the shows because they've been banned on YouTube. But maybe go back and just like edit all the freaking trigger words out, and maybe it'll be all right. So YouTube shadow bans this type of information. I got all of my subs when, yeah, Shaking My Head Productions. That channel actually got deleted. They have their backup channel that they're still going strong, it looks like, or maybe they got a strike. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of their stuff lately. But then for months, I'd lose about 10 subs a week. Yeah, I'm telling you that they've been throttling people like us. I just mirrored a clip of the High Wire doing the interview with Eugenia Sirs and Fauci that went viral. I've gotten about 400 subs from that. Heck yeah, man! No, that's freaking good. I think that people should all go to the High Wire. Freaking, if you don't know, like, one of the guests that I think that they should have on there is that English doctor. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head right now, but he's been on like John Thor channel. That's another channel got deleted on YouTube, but I follow him on Library, and I follow him on BitChute. And anyways, but yeah. So other than that, guys, I'm gonna check out. I gotta freaking head to work. I'm potentially gonna get laid off. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But if I don't, it is what it is. If I do, it is what it is. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut it off right now, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. And yeah, I appreciate you letting me vent on you. And we'll stay away from that damn vax. Don't be a zombie. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.